So this is another edition of Vegas Hockey Hub Shorts here on PRConnectionsRadio.com, the voice of new media. I'm your host, Ian McKelly, and this is our Game 4 preview between the Vegas Golden Knights and Edmonton Oilers. And this is going to be a fantastic game out there in Edmonton. Vegas Golden Knights currently up 2-1 in this series against Edmonton. And the last game, the Vegas Golden Knights, their offense went on a tear, winning 5-1 against Edmonton. And it was an exceptional game. But the main storyline heading into Game 4 is goaltending. And more importantly, can the goaltending for Vegas, can the goaltending stay where it was in Game 3? Especially with an injury to Laurent Brossoit. So in Game 3, Laurent Brossoit started the game, did not finish said game. He exited in the first period with a lower body injury, and considering he had a hip injury that actually cost him a few months of the season, there's a question mark on what his status will be moving forward. So for Game 4, Vegas Golden Knights, they're going to rely on goaltender Adin Hill. And as a backup, you will have three-time Stanley Cup champion Jonathan Quick being in net for the Vegas Golden Knights. So with Adin Hill being inside the crease, being the Game 4 starter for Vegas, a question is going to be asked. Can Adin Hill go up against arguably the best goaltender in the world in Connor McDavid? Can he go up against a pure goal scorer in Leon Draisaitl? And will he be able to manage the game and maintain the game in his favor for the Vegas Golden Knights? Because he did exceptional last game. I will give credit where credit is due. Adin Hill did exactly what he was paid to do that night, and that was limit the amount of opportunities for Edmonton. So the goaltending is going to be an insane part of Game 4. Also having the first line was Jack Eichel, Jonathan Marchessault, and Ivan Barbashev. Will they be able to continue scoring points like they did in Game 3? That's going to be a good part as well. So as we're doing our Game 4 preview here on Vegas Hockey Hub on PRConnectionsRadio.com, the voice of new media, I'm your host, Ian McKelly. Another part that we're going to have to talk about is the defense, because you also have a situation where Zach Whitecloud, he scored in Game 3. He had a vital goal in that series. You also have some players that are being a bit hobbled right now, playing through injuries. We'll see how they perform tonight. I also want to mention that the lower lines on offense, you have the second line with Smith, with Carlson, and with Amadio. That's going to be a line that they're going to have to rely on tonight to at least get a goal in this series. You also have to mention the third line, Stevenson, Stone, and Howden have definitely been an improvement since they were put together in Game 2 against Winnipeg. In that last line, Carrier, Waugh, and Kolazar, we'll see how they perform tonight. So as we're getting into our Game 4 preview, I'm going to give you my prediction for tonight, and that is going to be a 4-2 outcome in this game. I think the Vegas Golden Knights are going to continue doing what they did last game against Edmonton. And yes, Leon Draisaitl, yes, Connor McDavid, but you're going to have some more production from players not named those two. And I don't see it being a reality, so I have it being a 4-2 game between Vegas and between Edmonton. And I see this being a series that could possibly end in 5, more realistically 6, but it would be great if it was a 5-game series between Vegas and Edmonton. So this was another edition of Vegas Hockey Hub here on PRConnectionRadio.com, the voice of new media. I'm your host, Ian McKelly. And go to our social media at PR Connections Radio and follow us on all social media content at Vegas Hockey Hub.